Twitter has suspended additional single-purpose hate accounts targeting Meghan Markle, said Christopher Boozy, who launched Bot Sentinel, a nonpartisan platform developed to classify and track inauthentic accounts and trolls. He said 67 accounts we were monitoring are either suspended or disabled. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been target of hate online ever since they stepped down from their royal duties and settled in the U.S. In other news, Meghan Markle's sister, Samantha, believes the former actress and Prince Harry have burnt their bridges with the British public after their hurtful attacks. Harry and Meghan left the world speechless when they decided to step down as senior working royals in January 2020. Since then, they have delivered several bombshell interviews, most famously with Oprah Winfrey, during which Meghan claimed she had suffered racism from within the royal family. The pair, however, decided not to name the person who is claimed to have made comments surrounding the race of their firstborn, Archie Harrison. Harry also claims he was financially cut off by his dad, Prince Charles, and even claimed the Prince of Wales refused to speak to him on the phone. Speaking exclusively from her home in Florida, Samantha said, "I can't speak for the British people, but from what I've heard, the pulse of the people is not likely. Their actions against the royal family and the racial mudslinging that took place in the media was so hurtful and egregious that you can take back the spoken word. There are some things that you can forgive, but it seems to be an ongoing thing." The former actress continued, "It's one insult after the other and people can only take so much before the impression is solidified. You might be able to forgive, but you don't forget, and it makes that inability to forget makes things very awkward, and they can never be as cozy as they once were." Since leaving the United Kingdom in favor of a life in California, Harry has returned to his home country on 2 occasions, once for his grandfather Prince Philip's funeral and for the unveiling of a statue of his mum, Diana, Princess of Wales, in an Invictus charity event. He was stripped of his protection from the Met Police after stepping down, a move that he claims is the reason why he cannot return to London. A spokesperson for the pair said they fund a private security team, but their own security cannot replicate the necessary police protection needed in the UK. Harry's team claimed that his private security guards do not have access to the same level of intelligence that security provided by the UK state would be able to access. The Duke of Sussex chose not to attend a memorial service for his late grandfather due to this, a move that left Samantha far from impressed. She fumed, "He should have hired more of his own security. They live a lavish lifestyle. They can afford security. It's ridiculous. Security for a weekend of something is not that expensive, and I'm pretty sure they have security now." She went on to add that it was mind-boggling that Harry would say security issues are preventing him from attending, given the family will have members of their own security, as well as that of the European royals. Meanwhile, Pauline McLaren, professor of marketing and consumer research at Royal Holloway, warned the Sussexes' brand relies on their royal connections. She said, "I think they need to really top up their associations with royalty. Because without their royal connections they really are nobodies in the US, which is where they're trying to establish themselves. I do think their unique selling point, to put it in marketing speak, is that they have the sort of humanitarian aim and of course that high profile. But the high profile is really because of their titles and their associations with British royalty. They're developing a kind of rival brand, or court, or however you like to describe it. But I do think the longer they stay away they lose that royal magic." Professor McLaren, co-author of Royal Fever: The British Monarchy and Consumer Culture, added that both the Sussexes and the royal family would really benefit from some kind of reconciliation. She said, "Harry and Meghan really need to have these royal connections and maintain them. The royals also need the diversity that the two of them bring, specifically Meghan. It was pretty sad they lost that."